In this video, we'll discuss how to create a dot plot, what dot plots show, and what they are used for. When we create dot plots, we're talking about discrete numerical data or discrete quantitative data. Remember that a variable is discrete if it can be counted. And if you look at the example, it talks about the number of brothers and sisters from a random sample of people. And from this, we can see that when you talk about the number of brothers and sisters, you can't have a half brother or a whole brother. Or a half sister. Well, you really can, but it can't be half a person. So the person is either there or they aren't. So it's what we mean by discrete. It has to be countable. It has to be at a point. And when we say at a point in math, we mean on the number line. It has to be at one of these numbers on that number line. So you can see that from this sample, there is either 0 brothers and sisters, 1 brother and sister, 2 brothers and sisters, 3 brothers and sisters, or 4 brothers and sisters. So when we graph this, we start off by drawing a number line. And on the number line, we're going to put data values that are in our data set. And we're not going to skip any numbers on our number line. So if you notice, above each number on the number line is a dot. Those dots represent frequency. And you can tell that from this graph that, for instance, 2 people have 0 brothers and sisters, so they're only childs, or 3 people have 1 brother or 1 sister. So that's what this graph is relaying to us. And we can also see from this graph, a very easy thing that's recognizable is that we can see that most people in this data set have 2 siblings. And we call this right here, it's called the mode, or the most frequent value. So in a dot plot, the mode is easily seen. The other thing that's easily seen is the range of the data set. You can see in this range that it ranges from 0 to 4, and to find the range is equal to the maximum value minus the minimum value. So in this case, that would be 4 minus 0, which is equal to 4. The other thing that we use dot plots extensively for when we have small data sets, we can actually find the median fairly easily. And we use the strike-through method to do that. And when I say strike-through, I mean, here's what you're going to do. You're going to start on one end of the dot plot, cross out here, cross out here. The median is the middle number, so we're trying to get to the middle of the data set from here. So we'll keep doing this process as we work our way to the middle. And if you notice here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, here, and here, we can see that the middle number sits here at 2. So the median value is equal to 2. So again, dot plots are great for showing small, discrete data sets. And by small, generally speaking, you don't want to do anything more than about 30 observations. Because you can notice that as you get bigger and bigger, the dot plot's going to get more and more complicated. And again, notice this number line sitting down here. This number line is only from 0 to 4. Imagine if you had it from 0 to 50. You would have to put every number in between from 0 to 50 on that dot plot. So you can tell that that's going to be pretty extensive. So keep that in mind when you draw dot plots. And so notice that, again, to recap this, a dot plot shows discrete numerical data or discrete quantitative data. And from it, you can pick up on the range, the median, the mode. You can also get your count. We call the count N. You notice here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 observations were sampled here. So our N is equal to 15.